Hi everyone, it's the Psychic Sleuth, and it's about almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to really get out Cassie's reading because I think it's really important, because I think we have an area, and so I'd like to get that out so that maybe it can be searched. So if you like what I do and you enjoy my work and helping people, please like and subscribe. There's other ways down below that you can help support me as well. But help grow my channel, please. So information can be past, present, or future, symbolic, or have multiple meanings. Spirit will use my experiences and references in order to explain what they are trying to say. Yes, I am reading a reading that I did prior with my group. The reason that I do this is because I'm able to get more accurate info and deeper information. This is how I work best, so please understand that. I will show the location that we are interested in and explain why in this video. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is only psychic medium impressions. I try not to know anything prior to the case and go in as blind as I can. I was given some validation after the reading, so I'll share that as I go along when it was validated. So I do try to remain as clear and as focused as I can, but not all may fit here. There may be some interconnects. It starts off with her driving. So I don't know if it was a nice day. There's a reference to windows kind of being down and feeling the breeze in my hair. She references how sunny it is. I hear music. She's playing music as she's driving. She's kind of vibing. She got sunglasses on and she's really kind of enjoying the day a bit. I get a reference to, I believe, a bigger SUV, or I kind of feel an SUV somewhere. Now, she does have one. I found out after. It's one of the newer ones. The color black comes to mind. It is like of a black shade. So that was just shown to me right before I did this video. So now I don't know if there is an argument via over the phone or text, but she shows me a phone messages. It is validated after the ex did send messages via text, but I also think that there was some between them two, both of them. But also something that ruined her day. I feel she has a daughter, and I feel a feminine child around her. I think she was going to pick her up or something. That's why she's driving. I don't know how old the child feels, but young. I feel there were lies around this. He's saying I don't know if it was like she never made it, or she left, or something to that effect, but just lies. I see her going in to get her child, or there's a feeling of her getting her kid and leaving. She feels a bit off, like something's wrong. He's acting sort of off as well. This is later in the evening. She can sort of pick up that he's acting weird. He's got a temper, I guess, when he gets mad, but I can feel his mind raging over something that they had talked about. They fought about something. I think it could have been something to do with her kid or their kid. So I don't know if he's Spanish or something in him, but they show me dark features. I think I was picking up maybe the feel of his name, although I wasn't aware of the name at the time. I found out later. He does have dark features, though. So I get letters MR. I'm not really sure. It may be stretching it a bit, but his house is on Merlin and it intersects Rivera. So that it's weird because Rivera came in Delphi, auto right 10, which is odd, especially with everything happening around with Delphi right now. So interesting interconnect. I also hear Mark. I found out his name is Marcus, Marco, whatever. But I don't know, it feels like something just went terribly wrong. I don't know if he got mad over something that she did, but I just feel there was a lie where he's like, I don't know, something totally off with the story he's telling. That's not the case. Because this man feels like a bad man, like he can snap all of a sudden. I feel like I'm being slapped in the face, and there's a reference to my head being hit on the left side, or slammed is what it feels like. Also hands around my throat. I feel as though this was a fit of rage type thing. I feel she was pretty bright and bubbly person. People really liked her. I hear the name Sharon, so hang on to that. I don't know really where it fits. There was a Sharon something in the Panama Beach, so it might just be to reference the area. But I see candles, so I don't know if there's some kind of vigil for her. I also see, okay, this was coming in earlier, and then when I was looking at her, but there's a reference to some kind of marshy area, swampy sort of. You can smell the damp dirt. I can smell that too. I also get the ocean isn't very far. They show me like the ocean breeze, and I can see it kind of, close by to where she is. I also get tall trees, but a reference to palm trees. I found out there are palm trees in his yard, but also he's by the street palm, so that was interesting. I also keep getting an R. Now I'm not sure where this fits. Well, I found out after the reading that her sister's name starts with an R, so she must be validating her and knowing what she's doing to get her name out there. But she shows me sailboats in the distance. This area looks like that it has it by, that they do sailboats by his house on the lake or in the ocean, whatever. They did mention Susan Powell during the reading. Didn't make sense till I looked at the map and saw that the house was by Powell Lake. Also, the bend that I'm looking at is on Powell Lake. So that was interesting. I also don't feel she's too far from his place of residence. Feels within a few miles. I get a 5 for some reason. So I hear the word overpass, so there may be one nearby. This feels kind of like a random swampy area, like pull off the road. But then there's an overpass close by. I can see the ocean with boats in the distance. So I don't know if he thought about gators ending the job, but I can see gators. It may also be symbolic of Florida or something else. My chest is starting hurting now. It's very tight. It feels kind of musky where I am, dirty. I smelled musk in my room at the time. It's kind of weird. I'm trying to see. It looks like I am maybe on the left side, but depending on which way you're driving, this is going to the house. If you head along the road or freeway, whichever which way it is, you would hit the big turn. That's what they show me. So if you're heading towards his house, you would hit the big curve. The curve is significant in the road. It's a large turn. So I don't know why she's showing me that, but it's a reference point. And so I don't know if that part of the overpass or what, but an overpass is separate. The word, an overpass bridge, same thing. The word pine comes to mind, not really sure why. The area I'm interested in has pine trees or pine-looking trees, but that R comes in strongly again, so unless there's another reason, that would probably be for the sister's name, I'm told. Also the color blue. So we found out after the reading during our investigation that his house is blue. It also has 2 5s in it, so, or a 5 in it. But I also don't feel she's far inside the swampy area, so I don't know. She's showing me a ring. Not really sure why, but she showed it to me on her hand. As I'm typing, I'm thinking she's buried because I can smell dirt strongly, but it would be shallow. So I don't know if this is symbolic for her ring, so I'm looking around me to see if there are any stores or something. I feel like this is a pull off when you're on the road, but it's kind of like swampy sort of feel to it or around it. So it doesn't feel like a place with really a name where there's stores or anything right by it, maybe in the distance. I don't know, this was weird. It came in a week ago. I'm not sure of the significance, but I got Target, so I don't know why. It came in another case, and that case I was right on, so I don't know if it's symbolic for being on Target or if it's for the store, but there's one 10 minutes away. So it could be the spirit saying it's on Target, because that's the second time I've gotten it, and that case I was correct on, so I don't know. She is taking me back to the argument for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm going back and forth as she's trying to get her baby's things together, or child's. I also feel she felt odd about going in or going there, but he sweet-talked her. So I do know they met at the beach. I was getting residents strongly for some odd reason. I didn't really know that, that was a plan or anything until I thought I was totally off on the reading until someone explained to me. So I'm also getting not the full picture, but bits and pieces. It wasn't that strong of a reading, but I feel like more important information came through. So I'm like, take me back to where you are, and she shows me the sky, so I'm not really sure why. So I don't know why palm trees seem to be relevant again, but that was discussed earlier. It's like a big turn, and then you head straight, like, towards the ocean. So I don't know if that makes sense, but there's this really kind of threw me off, or like was crazy to me. There was a reference to 9 and also a reference to 15. So I just found out that his address is 21509, so that's 2151509. So 15 and 9 are both in the address. I thought that was interesting, and the house is also blue. So she's showing me like orange, like maybe construction cones, or maybe there is or part where there is construction. So the area I'm looking for, there is construction on the road like before, as well as by the house. He's also into construction, so it has multiple meanings. She keeps showing me these boats in the distance, so I don't know why they're sailboats. So I don't know, if there's a sailboat place rental or a place where people use them a lot, and it's across, like if you look across the ocean or water, I see sailboats. So the area does have sailboats, but after the reading, I found out that her daughter's name is Sailor. So I don't know, it could have dual meanings, like, two meanings. Like I say, things can have multiple meanings. So it could have a double meaning that there are sailboats by, and also her daughter's name. She says my only downfall was loving the wrong man. So I don't know if he was abusive to her before, or this, or even an emotional, but that comes in. And one reason I feel maybe they weren't together. He's a narcissist and manipulative. She says the family knows I'm gone, but they still wish that I am okay. I wish I was coming home to them. So I don't know if she's wearing jeans or she was wearing jeans. I'm not really sure why there was a reference to jeans. So also she's showing me a piece of hair, so I don't know if there is some evidence in his residence, because it was like they showed me a piece of hair and then his residence, so maybe her hair is there, like a strand or something. There's also a green sign that seems to not be far from her. It's a road sign. The area looking at does have one close. I have a feeling that there is a lot done to her head in that way, that my head was hurting on the left side and into my ear. I also have no idea what this means, but Cabernet, like the wine, so I'm not really sure why I hear that. I don't know if someone liked to drink it or what, or there's something to do with grapes. I'm not really sure. She wasn't super strong, but I do feel like she got across what she needed to get across. So she wants to give her baby kisses. That's all she wants to do, and hold her. She says, she shows me this image of her with sunglasses on, a red lipstick, so I don't know if there's a picture of her like that. I feel that she had a good heart and was willing to help someone that needed help. As I'm typing, I also see her giving way close to someone, so I'm not really sure how that fits. But she says she feels blind for getting involved with this guy when she did. She's thankful for her kid, but she's upset that this turned out this way. She feels for her daughter. She comes across as bubbly at times, but I also feel very photogenic. And I don't know if she liked to take pictures, but I'm trying to get more on the area. It's weird because I think if I saw it, I would notice it maybe, which what I'm looking at does kind of look like it. So, the area I'm interested in, I was drawn to before my team member pulled it up and saying his house was there. I couldn't believe it because I was kind of drawn to Lake Powell because of Susan Powell's name and that area. And it turns out he lives by there, so that kind of tripped me out too. But she's really not giving me much else. The color red for some reason, not really sure why. I also see the color purple, so I'm not sure why. But then I was told after the reading when we were doing our investigation that they're using the color purple for her, so that's probably why. I wonder if he has dark hair or whatever. I keep seeing a dark-haired guy. He can be kind of charming, like most. Have never seen the bad side. So I don't know. I feel like some sort of substance around him as well. But I feel like he snapped. So I don't know. It feels like she said something like he wasn't going to see his kid again or something, and she wasn't going back to him. Like there was some kind of argument to that effect. But the argument feels to have started earlier and then continued later. But he always turns everything around on her. It's like what I'm hearing as I'm typing. He makes her seem like the crazy one to everyone else. And I feel like there's a random story that he told, or I don't know. He's just trying to lie his way out of it. But whatever it was earlier, like, it ruined her day. So I don't know if he has a house or what, but there's a garage mentioned. So I'm not really sure. Also, the number 47. I'm sure how that fits either. Pretty green where she is, but I can hear cars, kind of like I do with Stephanie, so I don't feel she's too far off the road. And if you know Stephanie's case, I kept hearing cars, and she was, like, right off the road. So I don't feel like she's too far. Like, she could hear the cars is what it seems like. But I hear down the beaten path, so maybe a pathway, but it's kind of wet and wet-smelling, musky. She shows me her dancing, so I don't know if she liked to dance for the fun of it. I hear the word Carlisle, and I'm not really sure what that means either, but there's something that sounds like Primbrook. I remember I get interconnect, so if it doesn't fit here, it will fit somewhere. So I don't know, that seems to be it. As I'm typing, I'm seeing turtles. So, like I was saying, there are sailboats where I feel she is, but also I think it's symbolic for her daughter's name. I put that at the end because I didn't know I was going to rewrite it. But anyways, hopefully this is helpful. I will post pictures prior of where I'm talking about to hopefully that can get searched, because just too much fits what I got for that area. It matches pretty good. So, alright, I'll see you guys next time.